behalf of Team Yabanyana, Gitleta a special request because Giduti guys. But when Kikopaling regeling beke yahoba humble. Honale tote bag yahoba humble, right? Lin regeling lidi Red Bull.
It's a humble symbol.
Said, yeah, humility. In case you don't know what I'm talking about, there's a beautiful lady by the name of Ntandokazi, right? Who's been trending for the past week or two. And I mean like trending heavily because brands are pulling in, you know, she's got the whole country smitten over her manners, right? She's a beautiful Xhosa lady. With her partner, they're in the car, they're doing like a normal, I love you, babe, drop off at work, you know, and she just speaks with so much humility and respect. But I think what got a lot of people's attention is when the man was trying to give her money and she was just like, no, you gave me, I'm okay. You gave me Izolo, you know, don't you want or something like that. Guys were like, oh, girls can do that. And she was just, ngomoyo pants, you know, and when I was going through the comments, the only thing, well, the few things that the men said, one thing that Kagiso says all of the time is that a man's love is through respect. And that is like the biggest thing that like crossed through everyone. Every guy was just like, absolutely, you know, the respect. And it was like watching a comment session turn into who's wrong in acrimony, because women are like, humble, you know, so they're like, oh no, unempato, and women were attacking men that are praising her. Because like, yeah, she wouldn't be like that if the man is doing everything right. So that's why, you know, I told her that kind of treatment. And also I saw there was like a lovely post, I think it was last night, so just day before, where Red Bull sent her partner and her like a PR package, because in the video she asks the hubby, can we go to the garage to go when you go pour petrol, can I get a Red Bull? Yeah. So like Red Bull saw that, and believe me when I say like the train caught on like a wildfire, and they look so in love, they look so young. But it gets me to my next point, boys. Are you guys gonna like put money together and buy me the humility bag? Maybe get like, I don't know, a humbling yarn. I don't know. What do you guys think about it? Did you guys see it? Let's start there. Did you guys see the video of the ladies? I'm sure you did. Because you love respect this, respect that, sir. Do you guys see it? What do you think about it, guys? Let's start with you. OG. You've been awfully too quiet.
I did come across it. I did see it, and I did see the hype around it.
What do you think about it? How do you feel about it?
It's obviously cute. I think it's cute. It's nice to see that as a man, you know, and it's also nice to receive that as a man. You know what I mean? Yeah, it made a lot of men happy, you know.
We don't like to see.
She was an example of, you know, what we expect.
Right. Okay.
And I think I also saw a tweet where they were comparing her with who is it? Dineo Ranaka.
No, and also Move On That Way. Did you see they also compared it with Move On That Way?
But that was
all the fierce women were like, it's like directly in compared to her. Like, you want this, but this is what you want.
This is what you get, type of thing, you know.
What do you think about it? I think, look, because he's even blinking. He wants to say something. He's gushing. His heart is inspiring him to say something. You want to say something?
No, I think but Hareleng Ham picking that video. Quote unquote, it girls.
Yeah.
Girls that want to compete with men in general. I think the majority of women are like her. They're not out for money. Baby, no, feel more wine. I mean, once you live together, most likely your expenses of both of you guys. It's not like he's your cash cow.
True.
Understand? So I think people that were rubbed off. That's why Barry. Yeah, but she's humble because the guy treats her well, buys her stuff, takes her on vacation, drops her at work, blah, 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 blah. Once you're in a relationship where someone loves you and you love that person, that's standard procedure. So once whenever you get in the relationship, she has money,
cash cow.
Then you rub her off humpy when you see men using her as an example. Similar to when men are like, you know what, we're going to Cape Verde. Women were touched.
Yeah.
But Bona, they're always using an example. Africans are not real men. My Nigeria, stuff True. Like that.
Mararbat of fire. Barbat. Rockets fire. Let's go. Now I want to cry. Hey, where are you going?
You want to leave us for Cape Verde ladies?
Would make
That's what you guys want to do. What do you think about it, babe? What do you
would make a killing.
You know, when I just want to go on the Cape Verde thing before I provide my 2 cents. When I was watching that match between South Africa and Cape Verde, Vele as a man, the first thing that I noticed was, shit, these girls are gorgeous. These girls are beautiful, right? And it also got me thinking, Hori, SAFA as an organization, because I think they are allowed to take a couple of people to watch the games so that we can have fans there that are going to cheer up the Bafana Bafana people playing there. SAFA usually takes the same people. It's Mama Joy. It's that old man, Porter, that wears the
Makarapa
thing, cape. I don't know what they call that thing. I forgot what they call. It's always the same people. Where else other nations are taking the beautiful girls that are going to be standing there or sitting there and representing the country. But yeah, we appreciate Mama Joy to represent us. Anyway, let's go back to...
You want to catch strays about Ntando, yeah.
Yes, Ntando. So when I was looking at that, the comment of people or of girls saying, Hore, she's only like this because Mutwa wa Murata and he's providing all of these things to her and everything else. I think it's cap, because I think when I look at her, I think that's just her demeanor. Yeah. She's just calm. She's just down. I can't imagine her shouting at the man. When I look at all of those videos that I've seen, and I've seen a lot of them, and all of them, she's here, so I don't think it's because she's getting all these things that she's getting from the man. And the man is playing his part too. He's playing his part too, because a lot of girls, they kept on saying, imagine if this girl was with a toxic guy. That guy was going to trample on her. Because as calm as she is, imagine being shouted, being told, how we go, you do this, I'm telling you, what. So I think both of them, they complement each other so well, and they make it look beautiful. And also, hair trending like this, it also brings a good thing about the girls, because girls lately, they trend for babatla chelete.
Yeah,
when you go on TikTok, imagine dating a guy that's using a smart shopper card. Hey, man. The smart shopper card too.
And actually, on that, I actually saw another post where this guy writes to say, it's just so funny how women will only support each other for bad things, or things that are just not necessarily morally accepted by society. But when you pull off a stunt of this nature, and he was commenting about this girl,
sure,
to say when they see such things, they are very quick to bash at that particular woman, So she did not really receive the greatest of feedback from
the girl,
women specifically,
sure,
because King, I was in Zangono, why do you see her in this light? Fuck it, she's just like all of us, type of thing.
I've seen a lot of those.
So you ask yourself, why are an element of positivity and going back to our roots as black people, and roots being respectful, having Ubuntu, and having bo tufela, and just saying, wait again, I'm going to respect my other person or my other half. Why do you have to be funny about it?
And you're so right. And on that light, I want to pose a question to Karen, because in this case, you speak on behalf of women. But why have black women become so negative? Like something. So for example, let's say Lesego is a present father and he starts trending. Oh, you can't applaud a fish for swimming. It's something that must be done. You understand? But when something bad happens, it makes them happy. They're all over it. They're on top of it. And when a woman does something good or lovely for Munna High, then, but yeah, Mari, Lilo na banna, they won't say, you know what, this is beautiful.
This is beautiful.
Yeah.
I can learn from that.
Bad attached to it.
You know what? I think Okay, is that it?
No, but what I see, it's a pattern on black people.
Yeah.
I don't see that
In
on
any other race.
races.
True. And hence I also said, as a black person, that's why I said going back to our roots as black people to say, respect. We are raised with women and men getting along in a certain way. There's always this mutual respect. But now that has just all of a sudden gone out the window in this new era.
Okay. Okay. Look, I think this is a very big conversation, a very heavy conversation, right? And because of the way I think, I don't think I'll be adequate defense for women, but that's because of how I think. But I just think there are big problems, right, in society that are regarding women and men, and it goes way back to the root cause. Because the thing is, what we're trying to do now, we're trying to create a society where we're all kumbaya, but there are deeper problems. So you can't expect, if you look at our numbers, and I'm not trying to be funny, or I'm not trying to say they're okay or we're okay to be negative but if you look at the numbers, of course, black women are going to be more negative than most white women because of what they're facing in comparison to white. And I'm not saying it in like a snacks way, or I'm trying to like start a fight or anything, but like these women are bitter and they're not bitter. The thing is, yeah, they're bitter and they want to fight. Why are they bitter? Let's talk about that. Let's talk about the amount of men that are leaving them with kids. Let's talk about the amount of men who are taking advantage of them. Let's talk about the amount of men that are not being, who they promised to be, but also I'm not saying that evades their responsibility to be like, choose better. Because the thing is, I guess it look because it's a rebuttal, and I think the only thing that.
So yes, I understand what you're saying. However, I think that people, we do understand that a lot of things that people do, it's a trauma reaction. It's because of the stuff that they went through and everything. But people need to take responsibility, guys. I cannot go and treat my girlfriend like shit because of the shit that I went through myself.
True.
It's not fair to her.
True.
She was not there, right? So I understand that a lot of girls that you see on social media, they want to compare themselves to guys. Hey, namutu munna, so I don't want to be with that guy because of whatever. It's a trauma reaction. The other thing I want to say about the Ntandokazi situation is that her situation, and when I say situation, I'm referring to her relationship with her man, right? Her situation or her relationship with her man, it's a 1 in a million type of a relationship, because a lot of people, or most often, you get someone that is going to treat you well, but the other one is not going to appreciate, and they're going to treat you like shit. So a lot of times you find a mismatch within the relationships. You find a guy, for an example, when I read these stories of people saying their situations, like when Funny Chef does these topics on Facebook, right? You read a story of a lady that will tell you hore na monaka does everything. Marana Monaka doesn't deserve this. I want you to leave this thing. So she will maybe have a topic and say, tell me about something that you regret doing or you want to stop doing. And then someone will come with that story. And you think, and then when you check the comment section, you find ladies that are saying, shit, ngabe muthu ile muthu wakho. You know how nice or how respectful I'm going to be to that person, because I've never had such a situation now myself. So to find a man, as in Ntandokazi, to find a man that is going to take care of you like he does, the man, Ntandokazi, and to find a girl that is going to respect you like Ntandokazi respects the guy.
Yeah.
It's a 1 in a million situation.
I agree with you, but I disagree on that point.
Okay.
A lot of us actually are in healthy relationships.
In what?
Healthy relationships.
Okay.
The reason I say that, it's like criminals. We have a very high crime rate, but we can't say because we're one of the highest in the world, the majority of the populations are the ones doing the crime. Now, similar to relationships, because currently now relationships are the pits, we can't say the majority of people in relationships are the ones causing the mayhem.
No, I was not putting it like that. I was just saying, Jorge, a lot of times isiZulu sithi, because I can only reference Zulu proverbs. isiZulu sithi amathanga ahlanzela abanganamabhodo. So what that means is that, for an example, I'll make an example with Lotto. The people that know what to do with the money that
Will
they will
never ever win Lotto.
on Lotto, they will never get that money. I think maybe the universe is also saying, you've got a good mind, you've got a good head over your shoulder, so you'll be able to make your own money. So with regards to that saying, ne, it simply says this very same thing. The other thing I wanted to say, before I say it, you can continue.
No, hence I say, I agree with you, what you're saying,
But to a
I
certain
only
extent.
disagree with the point where you're saying it's 1 in a million.
Yes, but I just want to say this, Njaka, sorry who disturb. I was not saying it based on everything that I see on social media with all these girls saying, "Hore, nah, munna so akimatli." I was just saying it just of experience and everything that I read.
No, hence I agree with everything of each one. There are very toxic relationships, and those tend to overpower healthy relationships. But the majority of us are in very healthy relationships. Even some people that were in a relationship and had kids and whatnot, they broke off in a very professional
Amicable.
the type of one we tell.
I think generally,
is some people just fall out of love. Or LSG, but not as my partner. That in itself, you're in a healthy relationship. It's just you didn't see a future.
you're
together.
growing. Yeah.
Or you guys were now on 2 separate pages.
Yeah.
One about the pens, one about the 4x4 because what to the plus.
Yeah.
But the majority of us are actually in beautiful relationships. That's why some people find offense where Baba compare Nintendo, but I'm not doing anything wrong. I'm actually in a healthy relationship. You want me to be a certain way, but we fine as we are.
I think the response.
I like that.
I think the response that was also just given, or let me rather say the response that was received that was caused or received from this Ntando thing is because most of the time we generally receive negative things about relationships. And I think men have also just really shied away from being as open and loving as they would have normally been. Why? Because of the hamors that we see in social media. I think the women Bamatsatinga, I don't know if they are faking it and acting all, savage and everything.
Not us
but
catching strays for things we didn't do.
They're like, okay,
They
baba.
are, trust me.
Nyaguzwa baba.
Trust.
Baba type of thing, But I think I've seen more of savage and minindo atanyege than the love that we just recently saw. You get what I mean?
They are.
And that's why it was so beautiful to watch.
And that's why it was so beautiful to watch.
For the sake of time, can we break
Maybe,
pause
yeah.
for the sake of, because there's a lot going on, and I think we just